Let's talk about the 5 simple steps that you can take to stand out as an expert in your industry. Are you looking for a channel that's going to give you quick, relatable, realistic advice that allows you to work on your mindset, your beliefs as an entrepreneur, and the strategy all put together? Do you need somewhere that just gives you the answers quickly and just provides you with those simple strategies that you know you need to really shape and change your business and accelerate your business success? Then this channel is the place for you. Welcome to the Samantha Hearne YouTube channel, the place where you will learn how to grow, scale, and succeed in your business and be happy doing it. I cannot wait to get started, get to know you, and serve you in all of these amazing videos that you are about to enjoy. The first tip I have for you is to think about your colours. Now, it is a no-brainer that the colour that I use is green. Obviously not. The colour that I use is yellow, and there are so many reasons for this, and this isn't a branding video or anything like that, but just to give you an insight, the reason I chose yellow, it's my favourite colour. My wedding was yellow themed, my kitchen is yellow, my office is clearly yellow. But what this does when you stand out, you're not picking the colours that everyone else is predominantly choosing. So for your brand, as well as colours that you like that represent your personality, is there a way that you can create a really unique feel to your content? So whether that is you always have glitter, whether that is you always have unicorns, you always have sunflowers, you always have polka dots, you always have trees, you always have a flash of yellow or a lightning bolt. There are so many different ideas, but I want you to be thinking about your colours. How can you make sure that you are not looking at another brand and thinking that looks amazing and I want to copy or use the same colours to generate the same success? Think about colours that really resonate with you, because the last thing you want to do is create a brand that isn't aligned with you, your message, your energy, or what you're trying to portray. So colours is the most important tip in order to allow you to stand out as an expert in your industry. That's the first thing I want to tell you. The second thing I want you to think about in order to stand out online as an expert is to think about, can you personalize some of your content and create your own individual slogan, your own personal theme, your own series, something that has an element of personalization to it. For example, I could create Sam's selling series, and I create some videos on my Instagram, on my Facebook page, or even on YouTube, all around the way that I would sell. This is personalizing it to me, and the reason that's important is if someone then shares or talks about that content, they'll say, have you seen Sam's selling series? By the way, that is coming. Or you could do something like my weekly wisdom, so it could be your weekly wisdom. Something that personalizes your content is really important. So if you can actually think about a way that you can, and I've actually done this, side note, with one of my friends. We had a mastermind, and I said to her, every single month, create a masterclass around your area of expertise, and then promote that masterclass to your community every month and make it really, really personal to you. So they're coming up with a name, and it's not for me to share, all around their masterclass, so that when they share the content of that masterclass, everybody knows it's come from them, because it's going to have their own personalized title. It's also going to have a theme and have a thematic approach, and that's really important. If you can create something that not only is personalized but gives people a reason to come back, you are going to stand out in your industry, because you're not creating what is already out there. You are making a real effort to individualize what you're sharing and put your own spin on it. So my second top tip for you is there a way that you could personalize your content, slogans, themes, masterclasses, weekly or monthly trends that people can start to get used to and really get behind what it is that you're sharing, and start to recognize when you're sharing that content, it's come from you. That is going to position you as someone that is a thought leader, a role model, an expert in the industry, someone that they should go to for that advice. The third top tip I have about how you can start standing out is not a no-brainer, but it's something that from the heart I really, really want to resonate with you. Be bold from the beginning. When I started my business, although I was fearless and I was putting myself out there, I was showing up all the time, I was sharing content and showing up in a way that I thought people wanted. So what did they want me to talk about? I think this could be a good topic, that could be a good topic. And I was spending a lot of time thinking about what they would want me to share. But a top tip that I really want you to take on board is just be bold from the beginning. If you have an idea and you're not sure if it will work, do it anyway. If you have an idea and you think, is this just too different to what I've done before? Share it anyway. The best way for you to be seen as an expert is for you to constantly be trialing, testing, and putting out new content in a fresh way that is really original and different. The reason that this matters is the more authentic, original content that you can create, the different ideas that you can generate, and showing up, trialing and testing different things, that showcases you in a position of authority because you are the one putting yourself out there, you are the first, you are personalizing it, and you are making it really, really original. And the thing that matters about that most is when you have people in a community and they probably are looking at more than one person and they are consuming different content, you want to stand out and you want to create pattern interrupts. So for the second tip that I gave you, all around creating themes and having a series, in amongst that you might have little spikes of doing something different. You might have a BTS day behind the scenes. You might have a day in the life of, a few snippets of that. You might have what you're doing on your holidays. You might have something you're watching on TV. You might just share different things and see if it lands and see if it works. So be bold enough from the start. Don't worry so much about making sure all of your content is pristine, it looks really tailored, it's really professional. Just put it out there and just put yourself in a situation where you're allowing yourself to try. So for example, right now, behind the scenes of this video does not look as interesting as maybe this background does because I'm trialing new things. I'm really just trying to test, put new things out there, change the way I'm doing it, just give things a bit of a fresh approach. The only way I can do that is if I try, and if I don't try, I won't know. And if I do try, I'm being bold enough to put myself out there and do something different. Different to me, different to what my audience is used to. That's the key. It doesn't have to be different on a scale that it's never been done before. It has to be different to you and different to your audience. So they're consuming something differently, you're showing up differently, and you're still allowing yourself to try. So third tip, how can you stand out? Be bold from the beginning. Don't try and fit into what's already working for other people. Really try and stand out. Do something different. Test the waters. Put yourself in different scenarios. Just get yourself into a routine of change, evolution, growth, testing, trialing, doing all of these things that just allows you to be your boldest self in your business. So my final tip for you about how you can stand out. Well, I mean, this is actually maybe 2 or 3 put into one. Let's see how we get on. The first aspect of this is please be yourself. So my final area around how you can stand out is by being yourself. So if that means that you're really quirky, if it means that you love playing the piano, if it means that you wake up every morning and you sing to your audience and say good morning, or you create a jingle, that's a good idea. What can you do that brings your personality into your business? So the first thing is being yourself, but the second aspect of that is make sure you're having fun. People are always triggered by emotion. And if you're trying to bring out the best in people, you want them to feel the best when they're looking at your content. Be fun, have fun. That's going to allow them to smile, to laugh, to think, oh my gosh, what a nutter. But that's what you want. You want to make sure that you're always having fun in your content. And of course, you know, when you're launching, this might look a little bit different. When you're promoting something, when you're collaborating, but in general, if you are, for A, being yourself, for B, making sure you're having fun and enjoying what you're doing, people are going to resonate with that. But the final thing that I want to say on that, for C, is don't be afraid to coin phrases. So if you want to share content, and I do this all the time, and a way that I stood out from the beginning, I always use alliteration, I always use metaphors and analogies, and I always use visualization. So very visual things, like imagine a balloon right now in front of my face, blowing up and up and up and up and up, and then it just pops. So very visual things, and this is something my audience from the very beginning latched onto. They love the alliteration, using S's and A's and M's in everything I do. They love the fact that I use metaphors because it made it really tangible and easy for them to understand. And they love the visuals because it's so easy to put that into your everyday life. So don't be afraid to coin things that you do. I don't even know if that's a phrase, coining what you do, but you get the drift. 4C is, if there's something that you love saying, put it into your business and your brand. If you love saying the word brilliant, put that into your brand. Don't be afraid to, going back to number 3, be bold and test things out, but back to 4C, don't be afraid to also own it and be like, this is the way I want to show up and this is what I want to share. So if you're trying to stand out in your industry, these tips are things you can all action right now. You can all think about your colors. You can all think about personalizing your content, creating a series, slogan and themes. You can all think about being bolder, putting yourself out there, trying new things, creating something different for you and your audience. And you can all have fun and be yourself. So why aren't we doing it more? If you're trying to stand out and this isn't working in a way that makes you feel happy, excited, aligned, all of these fabulous things, think about these 4 steps. Well, 4 steps and 4 ABC. I can't wait to see you in another video, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how you start showing up differently, how you start focusing on what brand and business you're trying to build, and how you want to stand out in a way that actually is really exciting for you, personalized to you, but allows you to try and be bold at the same time. I'll see you in the next video.